Well, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. Also, nobody in the chat take Joshua's advice about grabbing a vape and jumping on the toilet naked right now. Please, nobody do that. But here, hang on. All right. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello, you guys. Today is Thursday, which means that it's vlog day. It's my first vlog back from a month-long, I guess I would call it a vacation, but my month-long time away. And yeah, I got a full-on vlog planned out for you guys tonight. I can't do that thing anymore where I put all the timestamps up here, but I already see them in the chat. My main man, Jeremy V. I see you there, Jeremy V. I see you there, Addie. Thanks for being here. Danielle's here. British Eyes. All my moderators are here. Angela Garrity, I saw you there too. Appreciate you guys coming out. My main man in the chat, Jeremy V. He's going to get those timestamps and he's going to put them in the first pinned comment right underneath this video. I'll pin it there. That's where all of the timestamps will be. But I think we have, like I said, you guys, a real full vlog tonight. We're definitely going to be tasting a beer. We're definitely going to be doing a little bit of a liquid tasting as well. We got some news and advocacy in there. I've got some mail to open up. We got a retro vape. Maybe we'll have a retro vape. I just haven't decided what it's going to be just yet. I'm going to make one of those last minute decisions as to what the retro vape's going to be. Oh, just to keep things a little bit interesting. And I got a really interesting letter today that has already made its way across the internet. It's been posted on Facebook. It's in the Grimm Army group over there. Yo-yo to you, Daryl. Yo-yo, Steven. That's right. How you guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Really good? Fuck, I feel great. So, like I said, full vlog planned out. So we're just going to hit the ground running right now. And I want to start this vlog off with that thing. That's my new favorite thing where I get to hear from one of my subscribers. So I think right now we're going to hear from, this is an older one. This is an older video. It's an older code, sir, but it checks out. I was about to clear them. This is an older video, but I would like to hear from Zach. Welcome, Zach.
Hey Nick, my name is Zach. I just wanted to make a quick video to ask you for a shout out in your next vlog for my friend Demi. We recently reconnected after 20 plus years of not speaking due to situations that I can't really go into. I'm sorry about that for the lack of information, but he doesn't know I'm making this video, or I've made this video. Whatever. Anyway, like I said, we've reconnected after 20 plus years of not speaking to each other because we didn't know where each other were or had our social media or anything like that, but that's way too rambly for anything. So I just wanted to ask you to make a shout out for him because I recently found out he's a smoker and I've been trying to convert him to vaping ever since, and I thought from hearing, hey, you should go to vaping from one of the biggest vaping YouTubers there is, might help convince him. So I just wanted to ask you to do that and tell you I hope you have a great day. I love your podcast with Ruby and everything you do. Anyway, I'm going to say DFTBA and let's keep on vaping.
Aha! See, it's weird sitting here because while Zach's video is playing, I can't hear it or anything, so I'm just looking out of the corner of my eye. Whenever the video ends, that's my cue to start talking again. As you see, we run this it's basically a TV show. This is basically NBC. That's how we run things over here. Absolutely, Zach. Zach and his buddy, I think he said Dimmy. Didn't it sound like Dimmy? I think he said Dimmy. So listen, Dimmy, your buddy Zach really does. He cares. He gives a shit, and he wants you to stop smoking. My recommendation would be to definitely stop smoking. You should definitely give vaping a try. It's way easier than you think it is. You know, some people get a little bit intimidated by like, oh, I don't know, there's batteries and things and liquid. Like, what do I do with the liquid and things? It's really easy. And you have Zach. You have an incredible guide to guide you through this whole process. So, Dimmy, I would definitely encourage you as soon as you possibly can. Maybe just ditch the smokes, jump on a vape. We have a lot more fun over here anyway, and it tastes way better. At least for the meantime, it tastes way better than burning tobacco and inhaling the smoke from burning tobacco. I mean, 1,000 times better. Also, Zach, thanks for the Culture of Clouds love. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Zach. Giving a little bit of love to the Culture Clouds podcast. Anyway, so that's Zach. Appreciate that. And if anybody else out there has any videos similar to Zach's, you want to shout someone out, shout yourself out, shout your shop out, you just want to shoot the shit, you want to talk about your setup, you want to ask a question, feel free to send a video on over to nick@grimmgreen.com. You can just mark your subject, that one thing. That one thing. And unfortunately, I know. See, here's the bummer part. Unfortunately, there's really very sad news. Yeah, there's really very sad news. Tonight's vlog is 100% dedicated to the memory of Mark from Warlock's Hammer. Mark from Warlock Mods, he passed away. And Mark was a really good guy. He really gave a shit, and he touched a lot of people in the industry. I know the Stooges for sure. He was a huge part of that. Huge part of that. Rest in peace, my brother Mark. My heart goes out to his family, to anybody that is mourning over this. You know, we all mourn in our own way. And I would mention this to Ruby Roo on the podcast, but I feel like we're all a little bit sad today. We're all just a little bit sad today because we lost one of the good ones, and heart goes out to his family, to the Vape fam. And in honor of Mark tonight, I'm not going to be doing a That's What I've Been Vaping recently, because all I'm going to be using tonight is my amazing custom Grimm Army Gwar Warlock's Hammer that Mark took upon himself to create for me. Custom mod, a Warlock's Hammer in honor of Mark all night long. I wouldn't want to have anything else in my hand tonight, this very moment. This is for Mark. Literally heartbreaking. I hate even saying that. I hate, even having to say something like that, but definitely rest in peace. And here's one for Mark, everybody. Warlock's Hammer. Warlock's Hammer. Hammers up. Hammers up. So, I think we're off to a great start. I think we're really off to a great start. I feel so weirdly, oddly out of practice right now, probably because I haven't done this in about a month. It's been about a month, but I think what we're going to do right now, if I can get out my little knife here, is it's about that time. We're at the beginning of the vlog here. I need to whet my whistle, as they say. Yeah, I mean, come on. That Gwar. How fucking cool is that? How cool is this? I have, Odorous Urungus of Gwar, who's tattooed on me, standing triumphantly with his battle axe above a weathered Grimm Army logo. There's not another mod that I want to use tonight. God damn it, it's heartbreaking. But what we're going to do is it's time. I got a beer right here. This came from Plume. So here we go. Let's have a beer. Yeah, I got a beer from the Plume Room. They sent over a few beers for me. This is from Surly Brewing Company, and this is called Coffee Bender. It's a brown ale with coffee added. I love brown ales. I love coffee. I love brown ales with coffee included. And I like the name of this brewing company, Surly Brewing Company. I have a burp coming. I can feel it. I love Surly Brewing Company. I just love the name of it because it reminds me of The Simpsons. I'm a huge, ridiculous Simpsons fan. Ridiculous Simpsons fan. And it just reminds me of one of the Duff Beer guys, Surly. Hey, Surly looks out for Surly. One of the Duff beer, guys, was named Surly. Anyway, we have Coffee Bender Brown Ale. I hope y'all have a beverage with you tonight. It could be water. If you're staying hydrated, stay hydrated, hydro homies. Here, I'll have some with you. You know, in Reno, back in the day when I was living in Reno and going to a lot of metal and hardcore shows, all my straight edge friends, whenever we played in a bar, they would go to the bar and order a Blue Dolphin. And all the bartenders in Reno knew that a Blue Dolphin was water. And so all these straight edge kids would order Blue Dolphins. Blue Dolphins all around. It's just water. So the next time you go to a bar, the next time you're in Las Vegas and you're playing Caveman Keno at the lobby bar or whatever, order a Blue Dolphin. See what comes back to you. So we're going to be drinking this out of this Newcastle Brown Ale cup. I actually thieved this cup. I stole it. Yeah, I'm a thief. I've stolen things in the past. I stole this cup from a restaurant in Carson City because it was a really great day. It was during St. Patrick's Day, and my mom was in town, and it was just me and my mom hanging out, which is a very rare occurrence. But I spent the day with my mom. I had a really great day. We went to this pub, the Fox and the fucking, what the hell was the name of that in Carson? Doesn't matter. The Fox and the Thingy in Carson City. We were listening to Irish Celtic music, and we were drinking Newcastles and beer. And I had such a great day that I just left. I just walked away with this beer. There was a little bit of beer in it. You know, I did that thing where it's oh, I'm just walking over to the parking lot with my beer, and then I'm driving away. So that's where this cup came from. Always reminds me of my mom. Anyway, cheers. Here's to you guys. We got Surly Brewing Co.'s Coffee Bender. Okay, first of all, can you see what the foam has done on top here? I'm going to pour it out. It's become wrinkled on top. I've never even seen that. What's up to you, Mama? Mana Mama? All right. It's it's crazy coffee. Crazy upfront coffee. Nice little smooth brown ale on the finish, but up front, it's just crazy amounts of coffee. This is coffee. This is a coffee brown ale, coffee brown ale. Coffee brown ale, coffee brown ale. And the bummer part is I didn't look up this beer in any capacity. So let's see. Surly Brewing Coffee Bender. Going to Coffee Bender. Beer Advocate. Wow, this is a very highly rated beer. Very highly rated beer. Beer steeped cold for 24 hours. Coarsely ground coffee beans from so it actually uses coarsely ground coffee beans. They kind of brew. They steep the coffee, or they steep the beer for 24 hours with ground coffee beans. Wow, that's really very interesting. Yeah, crazy good reviews. Huge black coffee caramel, some vanilla, some light vanilla. Well, yeah, well, see what we're getting out of there. I don't know if we're getting any light vanilla flavors. Oh, wow. Yo Nick from Disneyland on my birthday. You're at Disneyland right now? In the chat on your birthday? Shit, man, that's a baller move, JD. JB, JRB, JR. Well, happy birthday to you. I hope you're enjoying Disneyland. Go give Big Thunder Mountain a spin. That's my favorite ride at Disneyland. Go give it a spin. Ann Beecher Howard is here today. Crazy. Yeah, this is great. Real big body brown ale. Just a punch in the face of coffee at the very front. I have one liquid that can pair with this, and this is from Rescued e-liquid. This is a liquid that's coming out hopefully soon. I think it's starting to get mass produced now, if I remember correctly, but they made a liquid based on my dog. They named a liquid after my dog. Rescued e-liquid is, e-liquid company dog rescues as well. And they have all of their flavors are named after rescue dogs. And then they're coming out with this new line soon. Just free advertising right here. They're coming out with this liquid soon called Leader of the Pack. And one of the leaders of the pack liquid line is Nico. And it's a snickerdoodle custard. Snickerdoodle custard. I'm thinking snickerdoodle custard, coffee bender. Could be a thing. Could taste great. Could taste like the worst garbage I've ever put in my mouth. But you know what? We're not going to figure that out until we do it. That's nice. It's not a nice, this is just a nice little pairing. It actually tones down the beer just a little bit, takes that sweetness, kind of rips it right out of the beer and makes it like a little bit bitter on the finish, just because this is a relatively sweet liquid. Not bad. I think I just like this. I think I just like the beer on its own. I think this is a beer, like, unless I do have a coffee flavor. Where's my cocoa? This is filled up with Yogi Java granola bar. I think this will go really well. Let's give this a shot. Let's give this a try. Feels good to be back, Vape Tracer. Thank you for the very, very warm welcome back. Glad to see you too, Scott Jenkins. Flawless. That is a really good pairing. This liquid and beer complement each other just so perfectly well. In fact, the draw of this, that coffee granola bar, when you're inhaling this, it almost has the same flavor aroma as the beer. So it's like a precursor to the beer. It's like pre-beer, the flavor that you get in your mouth. Burp life. Rockin'. Rock and roll. Damn, that's good. Damn, that's good, and I like this beer. Yeah, so, here we go, guys. We're getting into it. We're already a half hour into this vlog, and it feels great. I genuinely feel like I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'll get better. I promise. As time goes on, you guys, I'm going to get a lot better at this, but I feel like it's my first day back. I feel like it's my first day. I feel like it's my first day on the job. I feel like I'm training at Starbucks again and they're teaching me how to make a latte, if you will. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but what I think I'd like to do right now, there's just some mail over here. Here's what we'll do. We'll do mail. We'll do some news. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan. Let's open the little bit of mail that I have. All right. Sorry, there was that's just trash. It's just trash. So, first things first, this is a package that I actually opened up with the patrons initially, and then I saw a note on the inside, and I was like, wait, let's save this for a vlog. I definitely just want to save this for a vlog. In other words, amateur hour. I know, right? Fucking amateur hour. Amateur hour over here. So this is from Stand Up 3D. This is a package from Jesse over at Stand Up 3D. Hey, brother, as a small thank you for the things you do for our industry, I wanted to send you some of my products. Thank you for everything you do for our industry, man. Absolutely, Jesse. What? Holy shit. What? Holy shit. I think this is like, look at this. I have a sign. Is this a sign? Is this a sign? Yes, it's a sign. What? That's cool as shit. That's a 3D printed little placard sign that I can hang up in my office or outside of my door. I could put this on my office door. I could put it on a stand, put it on my desk. Like, that's just a ridiculous, desk label. Oh, no, GrimmGreen sits here. Oh, you couldn't tell? My giant sign? Fuck, that's cool. But wait, there's more. This has got to be some sort of mod stand, atomizer stand. I mean, yeah, these are for batteries, right? Are those for 18650s? Are these battery holders? Yeah, I mean, that's holding some batteries. Dang. All right. Well, that's a thing. 3D printed. Good quality 3D printed, too. What else is in here? What is this? Is this a stand for my sign? Is this a stand for my desk sign? Because if it is, putting that sign on my desk. No, you're not. What are you? Oh, wait. What are you? The Battery Bros. The battery box. The battery box? Wait, can you just load this up with batteries like ping, ping, ping? What? Oh, I see. Oh, it's like a battery dispenser? And what, you just keep freshly charged batteries up here? Holy shit. Is that really what this is for? Is this a battery dispenser? I'm sorry I don't have more light. Is that a battery dispenser, Jesse? I guess it's a battery dispenser, because then you just go, oh, I need a new fresh battery for my Mac. Oh, look, here's a fresh one right here. Oh, look, here's another fresh one right here. Oh, look, it holds 21 700s. Oh, look. All right. I think this is a battery dispensing machine. Battery tray and a battery dispensing machine. For a second, I was like, wait, does this go in here and it's like a big battery cartridge? Or I was confused. It's okay. I was confused for a second. I was confused. It's no big deal. It's whatever. Oh, yeah, this is definitely some sort of stand as well. Ah! All of these are so lightweight. Yeah, well, that's got to be for atomizers, right? Look at all those atomizer slot holes right there. Little cutouts for the 510s. That's definitely for atomizers. Ready? I have a goon sitting here. Goon. Right there. Dang. Like, this is actually something I really, really want and really, really want to use. Because I've been using terrible... Sorry again. Terrible atomizer stands. Terrible atomizer stands. How many does this hold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cool. Cool. Shit, cool. That's cool. Wait, what's this? But wait, there's more. Oh, they're little dicks. It's a bag of dicks. Addy Tooney said you would get a kick out of these. It's literally a bag of dicks. Dude, it's a bag of dicks. He sent me a bag of dicks. Can you see this? Here's a red one. Is it going to focus? Look at that. Look at that. And then there's a white one. And then there's another red one. All right, well, I got a bag of 4 dicks. I love the crap out of that. Addy Tooney. Yeah, so these all come from a company called Stand Up 3D. Stand Up 3D. That's a smart move, man. Have a 3D printer. Print yourself off some dope Addy stands. This is a white one, and it's got the Star Wars. Oh, they both do. They've got like the Star Wars logos. They're going to be really hard to see. It's like, you know, remember what Heathen used to do? Remember Vaping Heathen, you guys? Remember what Heathen used to do? His logo was like the half Imperial symbol, half Rebel symbol, because he was like a Star Wars fan too. That's kind of what this looks like. Well, holy crap. Now I can hold 28 atomizers. Tell me about math, eh? I can add 14 and 14. That's definitely 28. Now I can hold 28 atomizers. And I have 28 atomizers exactly for this purpose. Well, shit, Jesse, thank you. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for all of this awesomeness. I'm just going to set these to the side over here. I truly and honestly kind of like this. That's just cool as crap. How much do these cost, Jesse? We need to talk. We might make some Grim Army ones and sell them or give them away to the patrons. Like, that'd be cool. A big Grim Army like plaque. Maybe we could put their name on it or something. Shit, that'd be rad. Anyway, loving it, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. Very, super, very cool. So this package says for a retro vape on it, and I don't know exactly what it is. I remember talking to Eric. This came from Eric. Yo to you, by the way. I remember talking to Eric about this, but I don't remember exactly what is in here. So if this is a usable retro vape, then we're going to use it for the retro vape tonight. And if it's something that might be like, okay, a little too fiddly, maybe a little too weird, we're going to use it for another night. Oh, this is okay, yeah, we can't retro vape this tonight. This is wrapped in paper towels. And I can see that you use the Viva paper towels as well. I love Viva paper towels. Oh my God. This is an old... I wonder if we could get this working tonight. No, I probably need to charge the battery. That's the problem. The problem is going to be that I need to charge the battery. This is an old, like, little Enjoy Smoking Everywhere kit. Look at this little old school little e-cig right there. You know? And a lot of people talk about, oh, I wish we never called them e-cigs, or I wish we never called them electronic cigarettes. The thing is, I wish that too, but when they first came out, all the first ones just looked like little cigarettes. They were literally little electronic cigarettes. They were designed to look like them as well. All right, eBirch. Well, I'm gonna get this charged up. I don't know. Maybe we can use this for a retro vape tonight. Do I have a free USB? Now, I think this is the RN4081, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to break this. No shit. That's not how that comes off. I don't remember how to get this off or how to get the liquid in there. Is this the one with the... yeah, this has to be the RN4081. This is an Enjoy. And that's what they made. Yep. Oh, there it is. Holy crap. All right, so I can put some liquid on here, and it should theoretically vape. It should theoretically vape. Let's charge this up. Let's charge this up, and when we get to the retro vaping, we'll see where we're at. If it's charged up enough, we can give this little bastard a try. Let's charge it on my computer here. I got a free USB cord spot. You're going to charge. Your little LED indicator comes on. I'm going to keep all these parts. I'm going to keep my bag of dicks right there. Awesome. So thank you, Eric. That could be a retro vape tonight. If it's not a retro vape tonight, it's going to be a retro vape probably next week. I'd like to make it happen tonight. My first e-cig was an e-cig too, Ruby Roo. Mine, it was the Smoke 51 kit. That was an e-cig kit, and it looked like a cigarette and felt and handled like a cigarette. After that, I bought a DSE 901. Same thing. It was an e-cig. It just looked like a cigarette. That was the idea. That was the intention back then, is to have something that looks like a cigarette for people to vape. And then the technology just went on a crazy wild train ride and suddenly has circled all the way back around to pods that don't really look like cigarettes, but they have that same form factor. We had to go from that all the way through, like, the first problem we had to solve was battery, right? Because the battery on those were terrible. That's why mods existed. That's why people started modifying things like screwdrivers and flashlights so that we could attach these atomizers to bigger batteries. After that, after we solved the battery problem, the next problem we had to solve was the really inefficient atomizers. So we were pulling bridges out of them. We were using blue aquarium filter to try to wick the liquid. Eventually, we just started dripping. This is where dripping comes from, on these little atomizers. Then before you know it, look, we're not even using these atomizers anymore because the iGo W came out. And then the iGo W is like the first rebuildable, or one of the first rebuildables we started rebuilding. And then that's when the vape culture like really started kicking off. Fast forward a decade, we've come back around to pod systems. All across the world and back again. Now we're back at pod systems. Cheers. Fuck, that's good. God, that is a delicious brew. Yeah, here you go. Stand Up 3D. If you want to hit Jesse up about any atomizers, all your atomizer stand needs. I believe Jesse is one of my Yo-Yo Cool Kids clubs. And I had no idea that he did dope-ass 3D printing. That's kind of fucking awesome. This is another one that's definitely from the Cool Kids Club. It comes from a guy named Josh. And I want to show you all the propaganda he put on here. So I'm going to cover up my address and his address. But we got the Macho Man dropping an elbow on Jesus. And that's just one of my favorite pictures of all time. What do we got? We got Bush on the back. What does this even say? We need to use our global supremacy to protect our children. We need to use our children to protect our global supremacy. Or was it hug babies and drop bombs? Hug bombs and drop babies. That's a very political sticker on there. Definitely makes sense. Then we have this one. I vape and I vote. Awesome sticker. And then lastly, am I the only one around here that poops naked? Am I the only one around here who prefers to poop naked? This is a very heavy box, and I can't imagine what's going on here. Really, the one that I want to save is the Macho Man dropping the elbow on Jesus. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I think that meme was made the day the Macho Man died. It's like, oh, Macho Man's up in heaven dropping elbows on the Christ. I feel like this could be beer. It's heavy enough to be beer, Josh. It's heavy enough to be beer. I can't imagine. I'm saving this bubble wrap, though. Oh, yeah, of course it's beer. Shit, yeah, it's beer. Holy crap, dude. What'd you send me? 1,000 things. It's so exciting. Oh, wait, what does this say? Open over sink. Okay, this says open over the sink. I'm not going to have a repeat of British eyes when I sprayed beer all over myself. Open over the sink. Peach sour, 7% brewed on 7/31/18. Homebrew. Man, I have some really cool patrons that brew home beer, and then they send it to me, and then I get to drink fresh homebrewed coffee, homebrewed beer, and I don't even have to brew it. Yep, Zachary, we're going to get to that as soon as we do the news. I think we're going to get into the news. I think we'll get into the news soon. How are we doing on time? We're doing great on time, you guys. Great. And we got another one here. Open over the sink, just in case. This is a watermelon wheat beer, 4.5%. Awesome. Homebrews, right? Awesome. So fucking cool. And what else is in here? Oh, there's some liquids? Holy crap. This is like Christmas morning here. Mighty Mountain Vapors. Oh, Misty Mountain Vapors. We got Angry Penguin and Merino Blend. This one's 12 milligram. This one is 12 milligram. All right, so we got some 12 milligram bangers. They look to be low VG as well. Awesome. Awesome. 12 milligram is one of those things that it's... I know that I can lower my nicotine to whatever I want, and I've been fine in the past only vaping like 1.5 milligram, 3 milligram, occasionally 6, and sometimes 12. Just sometimes I just want 12 milligram. I rarely go above 12 milligram, but sometimes I just want it. Wait, did you send me a mod? Dude, you have sent me way too... What? Is this your like custom made mod? You have a Mandalorian sticker? on it. That's awesome. And it's regulated like a PWM box. It's got a potentiometer on it. Holy crap. This is a dual 18650 battery sled. Is this like a custom mod that you made? Is this a custom jobber, dude? Because that's awesome. Like, that's just some cool shit. I love that. Well, thank you. Here, I'm going to have to keep all this stuff together. And there's a note at the bottom. Hey, man, hope all is going well. You're enjoying your break. There are a few things in here for your more enjoyment. On top of the retro vape stuff, open the beer over the sink and leave an inch or two or so of the beer in the bottom when pouring. That way you don't get the yeast. Yeah, I got that sediment there at the bottom. Both really good. When I brewed them a year ago, the blue PWM box is in there too. It's the first one I ever made. The voltmeter is accurate, but it works and is... Oh, the voltmeter is accurate. The voltmeter isn't accurate? Oh, it has a 40 amp limit. Okay. That's just my way of saying thank you for the years of entertainment. I've watched all your videos and I always make it to the end. Holy crap, I owe you a hug. I just enjoy your work, geeking out for everyone stuff. CBD. Oh, thank you, Josh. All right, I'm saving your note, Josh. I save every note that anybody ever sends me. I'm just a sentimental fool. This is CBD. You know, I don't want anybody getting funny ideas when I hold up something that looks like an illicit substance. It's not. Plus, I'm in California. It's just CBD flower. CBD. I've been needing CBD too. I ran out of my CBD breath spray from Rescued, so I'm going to have to buy some more. Holy crap, this is a retro vape as well. What? Oh, there's multiple retro vapes in here. Oh my God, I remember this. The IPV, which one was this? IPV3? IPV2? This is the one that was constantly short-circuiting on people way back in the day. All right, well, we got a retro vape. We got another retro vape in here. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be showing off all these retro vapes that are going to be coming up. Yep, that's a retro vape. That's a retro vape. What are you? I don't know. You're a retro vape as well. Well, damn it. DCT Clear? Gunmetal Artemis? What? Is this a old school rebuildable atomizer? Okay, so there's some retro vape stuff in here. Some CBD. I'm just going to thank you. Thank you, Josh. Thank you for the home brews. Thank you for the retro vapes. Thank you, thank you. That PWM box is super dope. Thank you for the liquids. I mean, seriously, this is too much. You didn't have to, but you did, and I really, really appreciate it. God damn. You guys are so cool. Holy crap, yeah. Dude, that's it. I got one more. Oh, this is from Squidly Tress. Squidly. Happy birthday, GrimmGreen loves Squidly. Oh, man, Squidly Tress. Thank you. Happy birthday. It's not even my birthday yet for another whole month. Are you proposing to me? Sir Green. Never been called Sir before. I saw this and immediately thought you would appreciate this. It comes all the way from South Africa. From Bearded Viking Customs. He makes some acrylic and resin drip tips and Addy stands. Anyway, it was a pleasure to meet you at the NZ Expo. Stay cool. Peace. Squidly Triss, Friday Vape Club. Yeah, guys, go check out the Friday Vape Club. Squidly Triss does a good job over there. I wasn't too sure when your birthday was, so either this is a late birthday present or an early birthday present. It's an early birthday present. This is officially the first birthday present. First birthday present of the year. I love Bearded Viking Customs. If this is what I think it is, oh my God. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Wow, this one... What is this made out of? What is this? Okay, so it's an Addy stand, and it's a classic white Stormtrooper head Addy stand. How effing cool is this? Bearded Viking, I mean, he does some really cool stuff. He does some really, really cool stuff. Hey, Brent Stafford is regulatorwatch.com. That's my impression of you, Brent. Brent Stafford, regulatorwatch.com. That's kind of how you say it. White Stormtrooper head, Addy stand, squiddly tris. You son of a bitch. You know me real well, and I love the crap out of that. Thank you for the birthday gift. Thank you, man. That's seriously. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean, honestly, that's it. That's it for mail. I got some 12 milligram. I got some 3D printed awesomeness. I got home brewed coffee. I got a bag of dicks. Dude, I got a bag of dicks. GrimmGreen, is this a paint yourself the what? This is a paint yourself one. They're really new. Oh, you paint it yourself? What? Can I leave it white? Can I make it crazy colors? Can I make it green? Can I make it blue and green and black? Can I really custom paint this? Because I will. I was really inspired by Amsterdam, man. You don't understand how long I wanted to stand there and look at Rembrandt the Night Watch. I couldn't stop staring at it. There were a few, and Rembrandt Night Watch was one of them that just really impressed me. You know, just really impressed me. And I'm staring at this painting and I'm thinking, I'm going home and I'm going to learn how to paint. I'm just going to take some paint brushes, get crazy, and start painting just to see what happens. I think I could paint. So I'm going to paint, and I'm going to start with that Stormtrooper head. I did. Got a little bag of dicks. It's all good. Regulatorwatch.com. So, what are we doing now, you guys? We've been through the mail. I've drinking the beer. Drinking? That's the beer talking. I've never said drinking before. I've drinking the beer. We did what I've been vaping. Rest in peace, Mark. You want to do a little bit of news? I feel pressured to do news because regulatorwatch.com is here. So I feel pressured to do some news. Let's just jump into it. There's some crazy news happening, including this press release from the White House that literally, I mean, this is just coming out right now. I just saw it on Facebook. The chain went, Chloe M. Turk. Chloe texted it to me. She's like, I just got this from Danielle. I was like, dope. So I read it. I go on Facebook. It's already in the Grim Army group. It's kind of already everywhere. I'm assuming that Ruby Roo and That's What She Said panel ladies tonight will be talking about it as well. And I just wanted to talk about it. In fact, first, before we get to news and advocacy, I'll remember the super chats someday. Let's do some of the, let's do a little bit of the super chat action. Wow, I ran the full bumper. I don't usually run the full bumper. I ran the full bumper, though, because I got sucked in by Matt Sinister. Matt Sinister, very gracious of you. Yo, I might be asleep when you go live, as I've been putting in 80-hour weeks for the past 2 months at Club Graveyard. But here's a Sinister fist bump. Oh, my God. That's no joke, Matt Sinister. I've worked Club Graveyard, and it's not fun. I worked Club Graveyard for the better part of about 5 years. And man, it was rough every single night. And you doing 80-hour work weeks, my man, you have all the excuses in the world to just, even if I was like, Matt, have you watched any of my videos for the last 2 months? And you said no, I'd be like, good. I hope you were sleeping during that time. You have an unlimited pass. Unlimited pass, Matt Sinister. Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes. I'm convinced that Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes, only does super chats so that I'll say the name of his YouTube channel over and over again. Stan Tenacious TX Vapes over there on the YouTube. Go check him out. Naked on the toilet? Check. Hashtag Voop Crew. Also really gross. Also, I was kind of grossed out by Vaping the other day, and it's the first time that it really like kind of grossed me out. I'm like, I'm in the bathroom, you know, and I'm just putting something in my mouth in the bathroom over and over again, and there's like fart particles floating around, and I was just sitting there and it smelled really bad, and I took a vape and I was like, I'm grossed out by myself right now. Like, I don't know. Like, vaping it's been such a big part of my life for a decade, but it's starting to feel a little gross, especially because I'm fully nude when it's happening. It just starts feeling a little bit gross, like vaping. Even just the word vape, you're kind of like, but it's whatever. Look, vape in good health. Yes, Mark Cloth. I said it wrong, Ruby Roo. I said it wrong. I'm an asshole. I said it wrong. I couldn't remember. I can't believe I just said that wrong. I'm going to have to go to our Culture of Clouds podcast outline. Yeah, Cloth. Mark Cloth. I apologize. Mark Cloth. Stooge Crew family. You will be missed. Family relief via GoFundMe. He was a great man. Absolutely. If anybody has the link to the GoFundMe, let me know, or put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat. Someone get that GoFundMe out there for Mark Cloth's family. I'll put it in the description of this video as well. Michelle Lynn, so heartbroken. Mark, we will all miss you so much. Rest in peace. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's heartbreaking. The Dark Smoke, very gracious of you. Glad you're back and picked up a Dreamer mech while you were gone. Much love. You see that, Stan? You see that, Stan Tenacious TX Vapes? I just saved that bottle from falling off of my desk. That was like Spider-Man reflexes. Like, that was insane. I could sense that. That was like, saved it. Did you see that, Stan? Someone bought one of your mechs. Sucker. I'm just kidding. It's a great mech. I hope you enjoy it. Chunky Poo Slide, very gracious of you. Love you, bro. Glad you're back. Feels good to be back for you, Chunky Poo Slide. Feels good to be back. Rick, very gracious of you. Great to have the vlog back. Excitable Boy was quite the listen. C137 approved. Welcome home, Nick. Yes. Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy. I hope everybody listened to it. I've got a great record tonight, just so you guys know, for getting to know GrimmGreen. We're going to be talking about a fan-freaking-tastic record. Grimsley, very gracious of you. Hey, Nick, glad you're back. Missed your content. Speaking of CBD, could I send you some ZBD vape juice and or tinctures from my shop? Here's the thing. I will never say no to CBD tinctures, flower, vape, whatever you want to send. Absolutely, Grimsley. Just hit me up. Hit me up. I'll get you my mailing address. I appreciate that. KY Sportsman, very gracious of you. Been watching since the Cardo days. Holy crap. Watching since the Cardo days. You're the best, man. Well, thank you very much, KY Sportsman. Thank you very much. Your name sounds dirty to me. I think of weird things when I see the term KY Sportsman. Unless it's like Kentucky Sportsman. But then I just think of KY Sportsman, and then my mind just goes dirty. My mind just goes into a dirty place. So now, is Brent still here? Is RegulatorWatch.com still here? RegulatorWatch.com, time for news. Lots going on, you guys. Lots going on right now. The first thing out of the gate, before I get to this White House press release. Oh, I'm getting blown up. Who is messaging me? Yes. 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 Yes to every text message that I just got. The first thing I wanted to mention, and this is something I'm going to be putting in the chat, is the AVA, the American Vaping Association. There's the link in the chat right now. This goes to a Google Doc, and I'm just going to read this. I found this via Twitter, probably from the AVA's Twitter. Vape business store closure tracking. Unfortunately, in 2020, this is a thing that exists, And it says the American Vaping Association is receiving frequent requests from journalists on data and stories concerning the impact that the events of the past 2 months, the THC-related illnesses, attempted bans by state governments, President Trump's announcement of an impending major flavor ban, etc., are having on the vape business. There's that GoFundMe. Thank you, British Eyes. I will keep this here for later in the chat, and as well as in the description of this video, so we can raise some money for Mark's family. Maybe we can raise some money for Mark's family. So this is what's this is the link I just posted. Basically, the AVA has been getting lots of requests from journalists for data about how this has been really affecting the vape industry. So we are looking to track the number of businesses that have closed their doors since August 1st, 2019. Please only submit information if you have closed your business. So unfortunately, this is a thing that exists, and now the AVA is tracking closed businesses. I'm really glad that they're doing this. I'm really glad that they're doing this because people in general and the powers that be do need to see the effects and the ramifications that their knee-jerk reactions have on literally regular, everyday, hardworking Americans. And I don't mean to sound like such a politician right now, but it's absolutely true. The only people that are being hurt by this flavor ban are smokers and hard-working American shop owners and business owners. You're not hurting Big Tobacco when you announce flavor bans. Big Tobacco goes, awesome, all of our competition's off the market now. Thanks, federal government. You're hurting small, mom and pop, locally owned, American-owned vape shops. And unfortunately, this is just a reality, and the AVA is gathering information. So share this with anyone you know that may have had to close their business. I had to close my business. I haven't done one of these yet, but I'm going to fill it out and let the AVA know. So, like I said, it's unfortunate, but it's a thing, and it exists. It exists. It exists. There was another article, great thing here from gov.uk. This was actually posted way back in February 2018, but it's always good to bring it out as a refresher. I'm going to post it in the chat right now. This has been making the rounds again on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and the like. And this is basically from the United Kingdom government, gov.uk, clearing up some myths around e-cigarettes. This is something that I feel like a lot of people in today's tobacco control landscape really need to see. They go over the myths of vaping. Vaping gives you popcorn lung. Does it? E-cigarettes aren't regulated and we don't know what's in them. Yeah, that's myth number 2. Myth number 3, e-cigarettes must be harmful as they contain nicotine. So they really just break down a few of the myths here. They reinforce, Public Health England really reinforces that at least 95% less harmful than burning combustible tobacco. That's what should be playing as a broken record on a loop for every politician and every policymaker and every lawmaker in the country. At least 95% less harmful than traditional burning combustible tobacco cigarettes. Myth number 4, exposure to e-cigarette vapor is harmful to bystanders. We know that that's not true. We definitely know that that's not true. In fact, that one thing, secondhand vapor, was like back in the day. I don't know if anybody was around in the vape community back in like 2010, 2011. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't have any regulatory bodies. We didn't have any official vape industry like standard associations or anything like that. We were just making it up as we went along. And we had a lot of drama back then, and someone took it upon themselves to create their own, like, this is going to be our regulations, right? These are going to be our regulations, and they were just kind of thrown out there and nobody really agreed with them, and it just caused a lot of infighting. And one of the things that was going on during that time was the IVACS. Oh my gosh. IVACS, IVAQS, the Indoor Air Vapor Quality Study that we were trying to fund. And we funded it, and we got a bunch of scientists to go to vape shops and to measure the air. We got them to come to vape events and measure the air all day long, in the room all day long. We did the IVAC study, the Indoor Air Vapor Quality Study, and it basically revealed the same thing that this says, that no, secondhand vapor isn't a thing. First-hand vapor is barely a thing because the absorption rate is so slow unless you're using salt nicotine. Myth. Myth number 5, e-cigarettes will lead young people into smoking. We definitely know that that's a myth. Myth 6, e-cigarettes are being used as a Trojan horse so the tobacco industry can keep people smoking. That is a myth. That is a myth. Thankfully, we have Public Health England and the Royal College of Physicians kind of shooting down some of these myths. That link is in the chat. That link will also be in the description. One of the other big news items, big news items, it's been going around Twitter like crazy, is the CDC. The CDC finally admitted that all of the lipoid pneumonia lung injuries that happened across the country were 100% related to vitamin E acetate only. No, not even a mention of nicotine in this CDC press release. I'm going to throw this CDC press release down in the chat right now if anybody wants to, maybe check it out or not. There's not really much to read. It's basically, when you read this, you'll go, oh, yeah, I know. It had nothing to do with nicotine. Still, there are still governors and there are still politicians and there are still lawmakers and policymakers across the United States that are still citing the lung injuries as one of the main reasons why we definitely need to ban flavored nicotine vapes. They talk about, they just conjoin the two like nothing. They just go, well, there's been a huge uptake in youth vaping and it's even sent some people to the hospital. Just in one sentence. Completely false. Legal nicotine vaping has sent nobody to the hospital. But we already know this. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here. We already knew this. Too late, CDC. Too late. And after all of this, after all of how they've dealt with the EVALI deaths, which I was planning on making a big, long, scathing CDC YouTube video, but it just ended up, the script for it ended up just running page after page after page. I'm like, this is going to be a 30-minute video. It wasn't always called EVALI. It was called something else before EVALI. Mid-last year, it was called something else. Pulmonary something. It started with a P. It had a different thing. But they hate e-cigarettes so much that they had to put that E in there for EVALI. The E stands for e-cigarettes, which, first of all, nobody that uses a cannabis cart calls it an e-cigarette. I would challenge you to find one human on earth that would call their little dab cart an e-cigarette. Nobody. The E in EVALI is completely unnecessary, and it's only there to stoke the fears and to fearmonger to people that already hate e-cigarettes. So the CDC finally said, yes, this is 100% related to adulterated cartridges. Those cartridges were adulterated with vitamin E acetate. End of story. 68 deaths later, end of story. It took them, How many months? Let's see, this started in August last year. We knew it was vitamin E acetate. Maybe earlier than that. I think the CDC was warned in June or July. In fact, cannabis users on the internet in June and July were warning other people like, hey, this vitamin E, it's out there. It's getting added to cartridges. If you vape THC, be careful. Like they were warning each other about this before it even hit national headlines. They've known about this for months and months and months and continued to say, well, we just don't know. I mean, 90% of the cases are related to vitamin E acetate, but there are some people who are saying that they only vaped nicotine, so we can't rule nicotine out of this equation. They continued to purposefully mislead people. They continued to just let people get sick and let people die and told people, stop vaping. Stop vaping. And that's fine, because if I had a little dab cart, I'd be like, that's fine. I'll just keep using this because I'm not vaping. This isn't nicotine. This isn't an e-cigarette. What they did, their warnings did nothing to help, take these products off of the street. There's no drug dealers selling their shit on Snapchat going, oh, the CDC's on to us. We're going to have to shut down operations. They're probably laughing their asses off. CDC still thinks it's nicotine, bro. Thanks for nothing, CDC. With the way that the CDC has handled this EVALI case, how does anybody have any faith in the CDC to handle anything about coronavirus? Good God. I'm doing the opposite of whatever the CDC says to do about coronavirus. I'm doing the opposite. Maybe not the opposite, right? Maybe not the opposite. Maybe not the opposite. But fuck the CDC. Man, what a terrible organization. What a terrible organization. Okay, so I had two more things I wanted to talk about. Oh, it's already 5:30. Okay, so this is something I ran across from the New York Post. So take it for what it's worth. The New York Post, I don't know. Isn't that Shapiro's? Ben Shapiro has something to do with the New York Post. All I know is the New York Post, I don't believe it's meant to be taken like super crazy seriously. I think it's sometimes seen as a little bit of like a tabloidy kind of situation there. George D from the chat, GrimmGreen, we had a stupid futhermucker makes motion in the Australian Senate to ban vaping outright, including hardware sales, imports without nic. Things don't look good at the moment in Australia. Yeah, that's... Thankfully, you do have some great people in Australia actively fighting against that kind of stuff, actively fighting against that stuff. But it's ridiculous. And I mean, I'm not saying that came from the United States, but the misinformation from the United States has kind of leaked all over the place. The UK, in the UK, they have to reassure their citizens. They're like, don't pay attention to America. Don't stop. Keep vaping. Everybody, just keep vaping. Don't pay attention to America. Don't pay attention to America. And Ireland, same thing. There's politicians in Ireland now that are like, well, because of the things that are happening in the United States of America, maybe Ireland needs a flavor ban. I'm sorry. We're ruining it for a lot of people. And it's not us. It's not us. It's not me, the American GrimmGreen. It's everybody else. It's the politicians. It's the body part orgs. Vaping has become this like sensationalized political issue, and it just drives me insane. It kills me that we're asking Democratic candidates their stance on vaping as if it's like this big political issue. By the way, Tom Steyer, we talk about this on the podcast. Tom Steyer is the only one who really... who will probably let us all vape if he became president, which he won't. But if he did, he would let us all vape. I would like to see more from Tom Steyer. Anyway, JUUL's got a new product. JUUL's got a new product coming out, you guys. And I just want to say, Kent, if you're watching this, which you're not, and if you were here, which you're not, you could vouch for me. I had this idea 2 years ago, and I brought it to Kent thinking that we could turn this into like a product, turn this into like a thing, but we just didn't follow through on it. JUUL's next e-cigarette may come with an age-proof lock. So my idea was, why doesn't JUUL, and I'll just use this cocoa as an example, why doesn't just JUUL or any e-cig manufacturer just put a thumbprint reader right on the mod? So when you get it and you're an adult and you go, here's my thumbprint, now only I can unlock this. So if my stupid kid gets it and he's just going to go, oh man, it won't work. That's a bummer. Now I can't vape my mom's vape. And then the mom can go, this is only for me. JUUL's next e-cigarette may come with an age-proof lock. JUUL Labs is reportedly developing a new e-cigarette with an age-proof lock to help convince the feds to let the company keep selling its products in the United States. JUUL is I hate JUUL. I just can't stand JUUL. Everything they do, I would do differently. JUUL will submit this next generation device to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration as part of an application to keep its products on the American market amid a regulatory crackdown. So they're preparing this new thumbprint, whatever age verification thing on their device as a PMTA to be submitted this May 15th, 2020. I know the thumbprint doesn't determine age, and I get that, but I'm thinking my logic was the thumbprint is just attached to the owner of the vape, and hopefully the owner of the vape is of age. I was just thinking of it in like a parent-kid type of situation. I don't have any kids, so I don't know how snoopy they get looking for vapes and things to get into. I know I did when I was a kid, and I think having like a thumbprint reader so that if a kid picked up a vape and the thumbprint is for their parent, that they can't, Do I need to do the sound effects again? Now I can vape it. JUUL has already rolled out lockable e-cigarettes in the UK and Canada, where users can lock or unlock the device on a mobile app that can also track their nicotine consumption. According to the journal, users must submit government ID and a photo when they first log on to the app, the paper reported. So there you go. It's all done through software. So probably this is just going to be a JUUL that has Bluetooth to a phone, that has an app, that you have to put in, you have to get age verified before you can use your phone to unlock your vape. Good God. I mean, there's so many layers to this. One layer is the market wants what the market wants. So the market obviously wants JUULs. It wants 50 milligram menthol. It wants 50 milligram pods. It wants JUULs. So JUUL is basically, they're not circumnavigating like regulations or anything like that, but this is the market reacting to regulations, right? This is the market reacting to the consumers and to the powers that be and to the lawmakers, where they're saying, all right, well, we'll just take age verification right to the device. No need to worry anymore. Even if someone buys this, even if a 19-year-old, even if a 22-year-old buys this for a 15-year-old, the 15-year-old is not going to be able to use it because they won't be able to get verified through the app. Of course, young people are resourceful. They manage to find their way to JUUL. I'd imagine it wouldn't be super difficult to trick the app into thinking you're of age. Maybe you can get your buddy's driver's license. Maybe you can get a fake driver's license. I mean, the fake driver's license exists for a reason, because youths are resourceful and youths want to rebel, and they're rebelling to the less harmful option. So I just thought that was really interesting. I had this idea forever ago. It could have been me and Kent releasing an age-proof pod system, but you know what? We kind of just both drug our heels on it and just never happened. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description as well. So now lastly, the last little bit of news and advocacy is RegulatorWatch.com still here. regulatorwatch.com. So this is something that, like I said, was just texted to me. It's all over the internet already. It's all over YouTube. It's all over Facebook. It's all over Facebook, all over Twitter. This is a statement from the office of the president regarding HR2339, which was supposed to be voted on today. I believe it was voted on today. It passed, but not by much. It was 210 to 200, yay versus nay. 10 votes kept this bill alive. 10! That's it. We can do this. We can make phone calls. We can change people's minds. And this is something I mentioned in the podcast, Speaking from the Time Machine. As much as we are actively sort of trying to rally the troops, I know. Where's the age-restricted combustible cigarette coming out? Good question. An ID check is good enough for combustibles, not good enough for vaping. An ID check is good enough to purchase liquor, not good enough for nicotine vaping. An ID check is good enough to purchase weed, just not vaping. For some reason, an ID check and vaping, it's like water and oil. They just, nope, impossible. An age check, a card check would never work for vaping. So this is from the office of the president. Executive office of the president, mind you. And this is in regards to 2339, HR 2339, which again, I'm running the risk of repeating myself. HR 2339 is a federal flavor ban. It's a federal online sales ban. It's essentially just complete prohibition before May 2020 even gets here. So, and just listen to the podcast. Listen to the podcast on Sunday. We go into this. We go into this a little bit. But I'm just going to read this letter because it's not very long and it's quite interesting. So, this is a statement again from the executive office of the president. This administration, I got off to the wrong start. I said the wrong word first. How is that even? Brent's probably laughing at me right now. You're not regulatorwatch.com material, GrimmGreen. The administration opposes HR 2339. The administration is encouraged by legislative efforts to protect American youth from the harms of addiction and unsafe tobacco products, and it also acknowledges that HR 2339 exempts premium cigars, which have comparatively lower youth usage rates from certain regulatory burdens. Unfortunately, however, this bill contains provisions that are unsupported by the available evidence regarding harm reduction and American tobacco use habits, and another provision that raises constitutional concerns. Accordingly, the administration cannot support HR 2339 in its current form. The administration cannot support HR 2339's counterproductive efforts to restrict access to products that may provide a less harmful alternative to millions of adults who smoke combustible cigarettes. Got right into Bernie. This includes the bill's provisional menthol e-liquids, which available evidence indicates are used relatively rarely by youth. It also includes the bill's approach to remote retail sales. At this time, problems surrounding such sales should be addressed through the application of age verification technologies rather than, as this bill would do, prohibiting such sales entirely. Good God, that is good stuff. This makes so much more sense. Rather than banning online sales, why not implement the technology that we already have to age verify people online? It's 2020, people. We can do this. This isn't the 1980s anymore. We can age verify someone remotely. Why aren't we using this technology? Because we'd rather ban it. The administration is also concerned about the constitutionality of a provision in the bill that prohibits certain advertising practices with respect to electronic nicotine delivery systems. ENDS. The bill would prohibit marketing and advertising that appeals to an individual under 21 years of age. Right? Nothing vague about that. This standard may not satisfy the stringent vagueness test applied to regulations of speech under the Constitution's Due Process Clause. The administration is committed to protecting the nation's youth from the harms of tobacco and has already taken several steps to do so. This includes signing legislation to raise the minimum age of sale for tobacco products to 21. In January 2020, moreover, the administration issued guidance to prioritize enforcement against the unauthorized marketing of certain ENDS products to youth. And the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, is conducting regular surveillance of and, when appropriate, taking enforcement measures against websites, social media, and other publications that advertise regulated tobacco products. The bill takes the wrong approach to tobacco regulation. Rather than continuing to focus on the FDA's Center for Tobacco Products, Congress should implement President Trump's budget proposal to create a new, more directly accountable agency within the Department of Health and Human Services to focus on tobacco regulation. I'm not sure if anybody caught my one podcast that I've done so far. I'm starting a new podcast. It's no big deal. Whatever. I like work. I'm a workaholic apparently, and I wanted more burden on me. So I'm doing a new podcast. It's called the Full Grimm Podcast. And I talked about this new agency in the inaugural first episode of that podcast, which truly and honestly to me sounds like a great idea. It just sounds like a great idea. My eyes are going 10 kinds of wacky on me. Wow. I'm nearsighted, so I take off my glasses to read up close. And then when I put my glasses back on to read normally, everything's like and weird and like a little bit blurry. And my eyes need to like refocus and readjust. So I'm going to try to read the rest of this without taking my glasses off. I'm not going to be able to do this. The bill takes the wrong... Okay. I already read that part. This new agency would be led by a Senate-confirmed director and would have greater capacity to respond to the growing complexity of tobacco products and respond effectively to tobacco-related public health concerns. I think this new agency, look, I am not ever going to be a fan of more government. I just don't want more government. I said this on Twitter, more government always means less freedom, always. Always means less freedom, always. But I love the idea of this new department within the Health and Human Services that is a tobacco-specific department that can actually focus on tobacco and nicotine and the complexity of this issue rather than the FDA kind of treating it like a side note, you know? Is it time for bifocals geothermal? God damn it. I didn't want it to come to that. Get VR glasses. Reading off a tablet is so 2018. No VR for me. At least not yet. Here's the problem with VR. I'm just kidding. Let me finish reading this. The last sentence on here, really very interesting. Really very interesting. If presented to the president in its current form, the president's senior advisors would recommend that he veto the bill. HR2339 just got a lot more interesting. It only passed this round by 10 votes. And there was one guy in particular who was a big champion of this bill, and he flipped and switched his vote to a no vote. And he has actively, I wish I could remember this guy's name. I can't remember this guy's name. I just can't remember this guy's name. He has been actively getting other members to switch their votes to no as well. So what the Dems thought was a surefire shooting fish in a barrel, de facto nationwide vape ban, flavor ban, online sales ban, has now suddenly become if it gets to the president's desk, he's just going to veto it. That's very, very interesting. It did pass by 10 votes. 100%. I just read it on Twitter. I believe it did pass by 10 votes. Am I wrong? Why does everybody make me second guess myself? I'm gonna find it again. Here he is. Yeah. 210 to 200. 210 in favor, 200 said no. It passed by 10 votes. It did not? Why is everybody telling me that it's passed by 10 votes? 200 to 210. Why does this infographic from C-SPAN tell me the same thing? Democrats voted yes, 210, no, 11. Republicans voted no, 118. No on one independent. So the total was yes on this bill, 210, no, 200. To me, that sounds like it passed and is going to the next step. Am I wrong? They voted to vote tomorrow. They voted to vote tomorrow? Okay. See, this is how we learn things. I thank you for correcting me. They voted to vote tomorrow. Yeah, 210. Why is this 210 to 200? Stop confusing me. Exactly, John Haymaker. Okay, so maybe it did not pass. They didn't vote on the bill today. It did not pass. There will be votes today, but it wasn't on the actual bill. The votes were procedural. Fucking government is stupid as shit. You're going to vote on this bill today? No, but let's vote to see if we're going to vote on it tomorrow. Yep, that's who I want running my healthcare. Definitely the U.S. government. Morons. 100% of them. All right. So it did not pass. Thank you for that information, Danielle Jones. It did not pass. I don't know what. Okay, it says final vote is expected Friday. Agreeing to the resolution was 210 to 200. I don't know what the resolution was. Okay, I can't. I'm gonna have to leave this right here. I have to leave this right here because now there's a wild card. There's a flag on the play here. You like that sports reference? There's a flag on the play here with this. If it even gets to Trump, he's going to be advised by his senior advisors to veto it. It's interesting. The resolution was the vote to vote tomorrow with debate. So they resolved that they're going to vote on it tomorrow, but it's debate. So 90 minutes of debate plus the floor vote. Oh, good Lord. So great. So I get to watch a stupid fucking boring congressional hearing tomorrow on HR2339. I have to watch 90 minutes of debate on this. You are texting me, Danielle. You are texting me. I'm reading it. There's just a big delay. There's just a big lag there. All right. Well, look, we don't have much time left, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this news and advocacy segment sponsored by regulatorwatch.com. Sponsored by regulatorwatch.com. But that's crazy. That's crazy interesting. I'll put a link to that letter in the description of this video. I don't think you're going to need it because it's literally all over social media. It's all over Facebook. It's all over Twitter already. Chances are you can find it and read it and retweet it and share it. They also voted to add a stupid and unrelated amendment about Bernie Sanders. Of course they did, because it's the United States government. Don't you remember the flavor ban / offshore oil drilling bill that was in Florida, where they both wanted to ban flavored vaping and offshore oil drilling, and you couldn't vote for just one or just the other? You had to vote yes or no on this one bill. That's insanity. That is insanity. That's What She Said. Ruby Roo and Danielle Jones will be expanding on this in the That's What She Said show coming up. Damn, soon. Soon, like in an hour. Everybody go check out regulatorwatch.com. Everybody go check out Regulator Watch on YouTube. Brent over there with Regulator Watch, they do a great job. Just a great job. I'm legitimately nervous and honored that you're in the chat today, sir. I'm going to watch That's What She Said. I'm dying to know what they added about Bernie Sanders because that's just goofiness. That's just goofiness. So, all of the links that I discussed in this here little news and advocacy segment will be down below in the description of this video, above the timestamps, but below the video. You know, old school in the description, old school style in the YouTube. But we've got a few more things to get to tonight, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up this here news and advocacy segment. And the way that we're going to wrap it up is by... Colton, the vaping giant, says, "You the man, bro." First of all, very gracious of you. Did you one beer a week? Did you one beer a week on that at? I think what Colin was trying to say here is, did you one beer a week on vacation? No, I drank too much beer on vacation. I was in the Netherlands, the home of Heineken. And let me tell you, Heineken is awesome in the Netherlands. When you have a freshly poured Heineken from the Heineken brewery, and it's just this beautiful crystal amber color, and it's just delicious, and you drink it, it's a religious experience. It's a religious experience. The Heineken rules over there. Rules. Frames. What you doing, my man? Mark will be missed terribly, but will live on in all the mods he made. And if every one of us that had the pleasure of knowing him, rest in peace, Mark. Absolutely. I could not agree more. I mean, that's a legacy. To have really affected so many people, you know, and to have really contributed to all of our enjoyment. You know, he put a smile on so many fucking people's faces. He put a smile on my face. When I saw Odorous Urungus and his battle axe standing over the Grim Army logo, it was just, I had no words. I have no words. So yes, rest in peace, Mark. We're here to celebrate Mark. We're here to celebrate vaping. We're here to vape our goddamn Warlock's hammers like Mark would have wanted us to do. Appreciate you, Frames. I hope you're good, my man. Dylan, very gracious of you. Just stopping by to say hello, beautiful. Bye. Hey, peace out, Dylan. Yo to ya. British Eyes, if you are still sticking to one beer a week, does a 32-ounce growler count as one beer? Also requesting a wrench for Rescued and Dwayne. Glad you're back. Oh, we're requesting wrenches now. I'm going to have to check with the rest of the moderator team first before we give Dwayne a wrench. I mean, would you trust Dwayne? Keeping in mind, knowing what we know about Dwayne, and we love Dwayne, but do we trust Dwayne with a wrench in the chat? I don't know about that. Much love to you, Frames. Livin' Hints, very gracious of you. This last 8 months has been horse shit. Horse shit. The flavors will be allowed again abroad when each state legislation comes around. I do believe that. Flavors might go away. Flavors are going to come back. Vaping might be weird for a while. Vaping's coming back. I don't think vaping's really going to go anywhere in the United States because it's too global and too worldwide of a topic. I know. I think maybe no, Danielle. It's too big and too worldwide of a topic for only the United States. It's like the United States and India are the two countries right now that are like vaping. Maybe China. We can include China in there as well. China, Turkey, India, United States. Everybody else has, oh, look, reasonable regulations. Like, yeah, sure, the TPD sucks, but you know what? You can still vape. You can still vape flavors. You can still DIY. You can still buy mods and RDAs and batteries and JUULs and whatever else you want. So the TPD might be silly and arbitrary, but you can still vape. In America, we've just ban it. That's what we've decided to do. Ban it. We don't know. By banning something, you're basically saying, we don't know how to treat this. We don't know how to legislate this. We don't know the intricacies of this topic. We don't know the subtle nuances of the tobacco control debate. So we're just going to ban it. That's like saying, we don't understand and we don't care to understand. We don't understand and we don't care to understand. That's all I see. That's all I see. Custom Made 21, very gracious of you. Did you see the new line from Five Ponds that utilizes synthetic nicotine that apparently feels and mimics traditional freebase? I wonder if it falls under the government umbrella. It definitely will. It definitely will. They're trying to close all these loopholes with TFN. So synthetic nicotine, tobacco-free nicotine, TFN has been around for a while. I don't love it. I don't like vaping TFN juices because traditional nicotine, the reason a liquid steeps is because of traditional nicotine. When you use TFN, it doesn't steep. It doesn't alter the flavor at all. So liquids tasted weird to me. When I was using TFN Pony on Acid, I liked it, but it tasted different. Not weird, just different. And then when Tyra told me that they're going back to traditional nicotine and I got a bunch of Pony on Acid with traditional nicotine in it, I was like, that's the jam. That's the Pony on Acid that I remember. So synthetic nicotine definitely serves its job. I would be really interested to try it. I don't think it's a loophole that is going to be open for much longer at all, though. Not at all. Not at all. Scott, very gracious of you for the Yig Liberation Front. Yoy. I'll get some Yig out to you guys. Sean, very gracious of you. Mark Lane. Just two. Appreciate that, Sean. Very great. Have a fist bump right there. Bump that fist. Sean. That's it. Mark, AZ Advocate. A little help with costs. AZ bills here. Failed 440 in committee, by the way. Yeah, Arizona and New Mexico seem to be some of the more vape-friendly states. And I don't know if it's because of all the great advocacy work that people like Mark are doing in Arizona, but I know for sure Mount Baker Vapor moved from Washington State to Arizona because they were so much better for vaping in Arizona. Really interesting. The Canthal Kid. Holy shit, the Canthal Kid here. Love you, broski. Love you too, bro. Thank you for coming out. Vape VWK. Is that Vaping with Ken? I thought you were creating with Ken. Vaping with Ken, thanks for making the day better for a lot of us. You know what? I'm just trying to do my best, you guys. I'm just trying to do my best. You know, we're all in this together. We know it's kind of a bummer right now, but we got to stay positive. We got to stay upbeat. We got to remember that we can definitely win this battle. I've been trying to pump people up for months and months. We're the revolution. We're the reason why a lot of this is happening. We're the reason why Donald Trump said, I wish I had never got involved with that fucking vaping shit. We're the reason he said that. And we need to power through. We need to soldier on together because when we come out on the other side, we're just going to be able to breathe a sigh of relief. We're going to be able to vape. I do believe that. Josh in the Woods, very gracious of you. Lots of love, bro. I'm in Laguna Beach, and it would be damn cool to meet up and vape flavors someday, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking about having an old school Southern California vape meet. I don't know exactly like where and when I can make that happen. I was just talking to Casey this morning about it on our morning walk, but it's something I really want to do. Old school Southern California vape meet, where we literally just hang out. We can make fun of Mike Bloomberg and his weird fucking ugly puppet mouth. We can talk trash on whatever politicians you want. We can watch regulatorwatch.com. Something I've been thinking about doing, my man. So, Joshua, we'll try to make that happen. Speaking of regulatorwatch.com, your best is, well, the best. Great show, Grip. Thank you. Regulator Watch. Thank you, Brent. I really very much appreciate that. And truly and honestly, if you guys want to be in the know and get the news presented to you in a very slick, professional way, you're going to want to watch Brent Stafford over there with Regulator Watch. It's a great YouTube. He's got great videos, great interviews. I love Regulator Watch. Love it. I hope everybody just at least goes and checks out some videos. Don't have to subscribe. If you want to, that would be great. Just go check out some of his very, very informative videos. Feels hopeless in MA, Amber. It feels hopeless in MA. It feels hopeless in California. It feels hopeless nationwide right now. But we have to remember that rebellions are built on hope. Hope is kind of all we have. Well, hope and a lot of science. Like a fuck ton of science. Just crazy amounts of science. So we do have hope, but we do also have science on our side. Thank you very much, Brent. Thank you very much. Legion Vapes, let's do this one before we get to any sort of random liquid tastings. Can I get you to shout out my upcoming doc? Yeah. I don't know what you want me to say. Legion Vapes has an upcoming doc. Give me a little bit more information there, Legion Vapes, and I'll definitely shout out your doc. You doing a doc? Anything you need, I'm here for you. You want me to be in your doc? You need someone to carry the cameras? I'll carry the cameras. You doing a vape doc? I was thinking about, I wanted to do a vape doc today. Depending on how this whole thing plays out, I would love to do a documentary about the vaping community, how we started, our pinnacle, the downfall, and the legislation that killed us. Because people need to see this. People need to see that society needs to see that there are people who were hardcore ingrained smokers who suddenly found vaping, who improved their quality of life, who were so excited by that improvement of quality of life that they opened up a vape shop in their town, served their community for years on end, only to have the government come in and shut them down. And all they're guilty of doing is converting fucking smokers away from traditional combustible tobacco cigarettes. Your local Karen in San Francisco doesn't give a shit about that and doesn't give a shit about vape shop owners, and she should, because she's ruining people's lives. And that's the documentary I want to make. All right, let's pump the brakes here. Let's change the pace a little bit. Do you guys want to taste some liquid? It's a tobacco juice. It's a tobacco juice booth. This shit called Burst Bacco. Bacco Bold. So this is a tobacco flavor. It's called Burst Bacco. Burst Bacco. Burst Bacco. I don't know who makes this. Strength lies in being bold. Burst Bacco. That's it. Oh, look, it even says right here, underage sales prohibited. It's already illegal for underage. Let's definitely ban something that's already illegal for underage people to use. Burst Bacco. So it's a tobacco flavor. Bold. 3 milligram. Most of the time when I'm vaping a tobacco flavor, with the exception of the Baker White video, which my yo-yo's got to see a special shed time fueled video about that particular liquid. But all my tobaccos I've always vaped out of mouth to lung stuff. I've rarely lunged a tobacco flavor because sometimes, I don't know, tobaccos just kind of get harsh sometimes. I'm interested to try this. This has been sitting on my do this in the vlog shelf for like 3-4 solid months. Every time I open my closet, I go, oh yeah, there's that tobacco juice I wanted to taste. I'll save that for a vlog. Every time I open my cupboard, look, there's that tobacco juice. I'll save it for a vlog. So what we're going to be tasting it out of tonight is this. This is a Stan Tenacious TX Vapes Unicorn Vapes Mech Mod creation that I don't even remember the name of at all. And I'm just going to call it the Plip. This is the Plip Mech Mod from Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes, and Unicorn. You know what atomizer this is on top? This is almost a retro vaping in and of itself. This is the Ocula RDA. Oh, my old buddy Kent, old Twisted Messes himself, old Ginger Wolverine, Kent Hill. This is his RDA, the Ocula. So I'm just going to let me juice these up a little bit. I'll give it a knuckle test in a second. I'm not going to pull the top cap off of here because dry O-rings on the Ocula are really just a nightmare. Trying to get this on and off, that was a crazy situation. Eventually, I mean, clearly, obviously, I got it working again, but it was touch and go there for a second. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to use the Ocula. There it is. Give me some of them vapors. Give me some of them vapors, mother trucker. Oh, I really flooded the crap out of this. Okay, hang on. Oh. Okay. That is a really bizarre tobacco. Some sweetness, some like sweetness, caramely vanilla up front, some sweet vanilla caramel up front type of flavor. It's got like this, I wouldn't even know what to call it. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I've had this in the past and that's kind of what it tasted like, but like a Virginia style tobacco underneath. Like a Virginia style tobacco underneath a lot of sweetness. All right, well shit. Let's just give this a toot here. On the Ocula, we're going to close down the airflow to 2 airflow holes so that it mimics the recoil RDA as close as possible. But here we go. Burst Bacco Bold. 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 Let's give it a shot. Holy shit. All right. Very complex liquid. There's a lot of layers of flavor here. So I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to shorten this down a little bit because it's 6:15. I'm just going to sit back real quick. I'm just going to have a few toots on this. I'll come back with my thoughts. Talk amongst yourselves. So the first thing I'm going to do is this. Don't panic. This is one, I've been waiting to say this, wacky tobacco flavor. It's real bizarre, real fucking weird. I'm not going to recommend this to anyone that isn't specifically looking for a very rich tobacco flavor. This is a spectacular tobacco flavor. It's almost everything I want in a tobacco flavor. It's got some upfront like vanilla caramely sweetness, a little bit of like RY4 kind of component going on there. It's got this really big bottom. It's got this rich, and I can only describe it as a Virginia tobacco. And I know that's not going to make sense to a lot of people because not everybody's had a Virginia tobacco, but I remember back in the day, E-Liquid Planet. Back in the day, there was a company named E-Liquid Planet. They were the first big juice manufacturer in the United States. They were the first company in the United States to offer liquid that was made in the United States. Prior to E-Liquid Planet, all of our liquids were coming from China. E-Liquid Planet changed the game and started doing USA-made juice and put VG in their liquids and just changed the whole game. Single-handedly changed the whole game. But they released this, what they called the Liquid Lab, which was PG, VG, and nicotine bases, a bunch of DIY flavorings, and I mixed up their Virginia tobacco flavor with some PG, VG, and vaped it for months. It was just so good. I can't even describe it other than Virginia tobacco flavor. It's a Virginia tobacco flavor with and the tobacco is a big flavor. It is the one word I would use to describe this is rich. It's a rich liquid. Rich, earthy, sweet tobacco. Rich, earthy, sweet tobacco. Tastes nothing like a tobacco cigarette. Tastes nothing like a cigar. Doesn't taste like Cubano. Doesn't taste like any other tobacco I've had. Doesn't taste, because some tobaccos taste the way that cigarettes smell. You know how when you used to open a pack of cigarettes, that smell? A lot of tobaccos taste like that smell. This one, it does not. It does not. It tastes like a Virginia tobacco with like some vanilla caramel happening in there. Really, truly. That was weird. Really, truly a good tobacco flavor. Really very good. But only take a look at Burst's Bacco Bold if you are really, really craving a tobacco flavor and you're really, really looking for a really rich, sweet tobacco flavor. I've been getting some DMs lately and some emails lately of tobacco liquid recommendations. If you're really looking for a tobacco, Bacco Bold. Bacco Bold, baby. This is the way to go. Really good. Really very good. I forgot how hot that Ocula gets. When you chain vape it, man, whoo! Ocula's warm. I guess it helps if you have framed staples in there too. So damn, Bacco Bold, good stuff. Well, we're kind of winding down to the end of the vlog here. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to try to vape this. I'm going to try to vape this retro vape that was sent over. Josh, I'm going to try to vape. Josh. Okay, Josh. I knew I had his name right. Josh, I'm going to try to vape this. So we're going to wrap this up with some retro vaping and some super chatting. How's that sound to ya? Boosh. I can't believe I timed that so well. I'm going to try to put some of this Bacco Bold on here. I just ripped off. I don't know if this is if even I'm using this the right way. But I'm going to drip some Bacco Bold in here and just see what happens, Josh. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm not going to try to saturate this whole filament wick thing. I'm just going to put a few drops right down the middle. Old school, like we used to do. And the problem is, back in the day when we started dripping on these little tiny atomizers, the atomizers weren't sealed. So you would constantly get liquid in your battery. which is why manual batteries started existing and why we had sealed manual batteries. In fact, if you go back far enough, I know we're expecting the fire alarm. Smoke alarm, not yet, Addy Tooney. Maybe never. Maybe never. If you go back far enough in my YouTube, I have a completely useless video now that is how to seal an unsealed DSE 901 battery. Because that was the big concern of the time, was we were dripping on these atomizers, but it was killing our batteries dead. I'm going to put like 2 more drops in here. I feel like that should be good. I feel like that could be good. All right. Enjoy. Shout out to Enjoy. They sued the FDA and won back in the day. They continue to fight for vapor rights. They continue to fight for flavors. Shout out to Enjoy. Let's try this little Enjoy RN4081. And that's, you know, when the vape industry was first getting started, not a lot has changed. Back in the day, we didn't know where these were being made or anything, but this is just a little Chinese product that Enjoy bought and put their name on and then marked up ridiculously back in the day. That's what everybody did. Does anybody remember Smoking Everywhere? Smoking Everywhere was one of the big companies, SmokingEverywhere.com, and they did the same exact thing. They bought these, they put their brand on them, and they sold them for like $300+, and it was insane. They cashed in like you can cash it, like crazy amounts of cashing in. So here we go. Enjoy. Let's get some super chats up here. Let's see if this vapes. Let's see if it vapes. Oh, wait, we got a super chat from Joshua Buck. My 7-year-old son just walked in and said, I like his hair. A little confidence boost for going hatless. I appreciate that. You know, I don't feel like it looks too bad. I call it politician hair. I'm going to start looking like Joe Biden soon. Hopefully, I'll speak publicly better than Joe Biden possibly ever could. But I'm going to start looking like Joe Biden soon. Here we go. Let's give this a try. It works. It vaped. Tastes really rank. Really awful. Wow, that tastes bad, Josh. Wow, that tastes bad. Whew. I'm getting just all your old juice on here. I'm getting no of this Bacco Bold. Whoops. Shit. I fucked up. I bent it. Let's try to put some more Bacco Bold on here. Stan Tenacious TX Vapes. Amen. Hashtag ban Karen. Yeah. See, here's the thing. Here's the problem with using Karen as like a universal that chick name. I have a patron now that is Karen. Her name is Karen, and I feel bad. I added her to the Instagram. I was like, oh, your name's Karen. Okay, no more Karen jokes. Sorry. I know a Karen now. So I can't, in good conscience, make Karen jokes anymore. Knowing that there's a Karen that pays me $10 a month. I just can't do that to Karen. Just can't do that to Karen. Sean Wright, another very gracious of you, Sean. Appreciate that. Big Lou, what do you have to say? What's up, Nick? Just posted a video on YouTube about Ohm's Law, how to calculate it and what it actually means. It's also about battery safety and understanding amperage. Could you help spread the word on it? Sure. I'll help pimp out your YouTube. Everyone go check out Big Lou East Coast Review. I'll track down the video that in question that he's suggesting, and I'll put it in the description of this video. Anybody watching on the replay, that link, that video that Big Lou just mentioned will be in the description of this video. This thing, on the other hand, it kind of feels and smokes like a cigarette. It even feels a little bit like a cigarette. Like I a little bit feel like I'm cheating. I could see how this would have been satisfying back in the day. I don't know if this would have been enough to make me switch completely, but damn, this is like vaping a time machine. I mean, the technology is there. Battery, coil, cotton, atomizing liquid, it's all there. It was just so in its infancy, you know? I mean, even comparing this to something like the Coco, look how far we've come. The Coco just works flawlessly, perfectly every single time. You just refill it and it works and it's awesome. This is wonky and weird, and it's got a big coil and it's got this weird filter on the inside, and it's this tiny little battery. It's got this weird, really, really stiff draw on it. But, dude, it's still vaping. This is the thing. I don't know if anybody remembers when Liam Lynch was over on my vlog. We talked about how you used to have to stack your drags on top of each other. Like you'd take a drag, inhale it, and instantly start taking another drag, inhale it, take another drag, inhale it, and then finally, you could exhale the most vapor possible. We used to call it stack dragging. Yeah, that's cloud chasing. That's OG cloud chasing, my friends. Thanks, Big Lou. Vape Level Midnight. Welcome back, Nick. Glad you're back. Boom. Fist pump. Vape Level Midnight. Appreciate you, brother. Matt Sinister, time to wake up. Club Graveyard begins again. Oh, my God. You have to go to work right now, bro. Fuck, that sucks. I am sorry that you have to go to work right now, Matt Sinister. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Oh, did the screen go black? Oh, holy shit, the screen went black. I wonder if my battery died. No matter. The vlog will continue because I have Crap Cam McGarbage Cam ready to go. Crap Cam McGarbage Cam. We haven't had to use this in a while. We haven't had to use Crap Cam McGarbage Cam in quite some time. But welcome back. Can you see my bald head a little bit better? No, we're not going to be tilting my head down. Not going to tilt my head down anytime soon. Oh yeah, you guys can see my new cabinet. I got rid of the couch. I got a dope cabinet now. I think I'm going to be changing rooms in this house. I might be moving to the bigger bedroom. We'll see. Just an idea right now, but I might be moving to the bigger bedroom, so this office might just be gone. Just might be gone altogether. Well, welcome back to Crap Cam McGarbage Cam. Let's end this here with Real Jim Shady. Dwayne tagged you for me in the Grim Army group. Epic hand check. I mentioned in the stream last night also. Substitute Dolores for Karen. Oh, okay. Dolores. Bunch of Doloreses out there. I'll check it out, Jim Shady. I'll check it out in the group. Josh, thank you for letting me borrow this. I will definitely send it back to you. If you want this back, let me know. I think that was part of the deal anyway. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Josh, you're up here now. You're not over there. You're up here now. Josh, thank you for this. It's a retro vape. This is literally probably from 2009, 2008. I mean, this is like one of the first e-cigs that has ever existed in the market. And now I have Guar above the Grim Army logo with two 21-700s and a dripper. Like, whoa, much better vapor that time. Wow, much better vapor. All right, let me give this one last pull. I still have not tasted the liquid that I put in here. Only whatever was left. Only whatever was left. It's vaping. You know what? It vapes. It vapes and it vapes. Honestly, I would like to add this to my Smithsonian of vape gear. I would really love to do that, but that's okay. We're here at the end. It's 6:30. I can't believe we're going to end this vlog on time. I had some favorite comments of the week, but I'm just straight up not going to do them because I want this vlog to actually end on time. For the first time in a decade, the vlog is going to end on time. Let's do this last super chat here from For British Eyes Only. Real fast. Have you had the Reload Vapor mouth to lung RTA? Yes, I have. Did you want me to explain further? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've had it. I still have it. It just got sidelined. I was using it and using it. I feel like I wicked it too thick. I put too much cotton in there. So I went to go clean it. It just sat in my bathroom forever. I eventually cleaned it. It still sat in my bathroom forever. I eventually got it back into the office. It's been sitting in my closet since. I built it and wicked it once and haven't really used it since. And that's just because life and things and stuff. It's on my list to get back out and to reevaluate and to really use it again. I've been going through like an RTA kick. I had a retro vaping on deck in case this didn't pan out. That was an RTA. Just been into RTAs, probably because I have my own RTA coming out. I've just been into RTAs, mouth to lung RTAs. I'm going to give it another shot, British Eyes. I promise I'll give it another shot, man. I promise. All right, well, let me take one quick look and make sure I didn't forget anything except the end of my beer. Chug, chug, chug. Oh, yeah. That's brisk, baby. Holy shit. Retro vaping. Now let's compare it even just to one drag on the cocoa. Yeah, world of difference there. World of difference, world of flavor difference there as well. Granted, I'm probably using a 10-year-old cartridge on here. Maybe a 10-year-old cartridge on here, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and wrap this up, you guys. That's it. We're done with the vlog. What a great day. What a great night. Thank you guys, seriously, so much for coming out. I feel so pumped to be back. I feel so energized to be back. I was looking so forward to this vlog. I was like literally anxious about it. Even when I was in Amsterdam, I'm thinking about stuff for the vlog. I'm anxious to get back. I'm like, fucking let me go stream. Like, I want to go stream. And I'm back and I'm streaming and I love it. So thank you guys. Seriously, everybody for coming out. I really very, very much appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you guys for giving a shit. Thank you guys for taking action. Thank you guys for being part of the solution. Thank you guys for being part of the revolution. And thank you guys for being part of the Grimm Army. It just means the world to me. There was a question in chat. Let me answer this question. The RTA, I don't know. I'm just telling people April. I figure by April, it's got to be out, right? It's got to be out by April. Truly and honestly, I have no idea. With coronavirus going on in China right now, I don't know if our manufacturer is going to be able to do it. I don't know what's going on. I love all of you guys. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, be excellent to each other. And remember that no matter what any fucking crooked politician tells you, absolutely, you guys, where is it? Let me grab this. You keep on vaping. Peace, guys.